Rivers of Confluence's The Hunt is a gruesome, bloody, grim-dark podcast. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello and welcome to The Hunt, Rivers of Confluence's interlude season, a 100% historically accurate vampire dark fantasy set in 1890s London. I'm your Dungeon Master, Jay Keller, and with me this night I have...
Hi, my name is Ranallo, and I play Squeaky Mable. Squeaky Mable is an animal lover who will always be looking for the rat. And Mable's fun fact is that she loves animals in all areas, and she even has a little Parsons Terrier that helps her find rats. So her little buddy isn't with her, her little doggo isn't with her right now. But, you know, it's not just rats. It's all things. Besides maybe that cat.
Just that cat. Hello, my name is Gabriel Montgomery, and I am playing Bernard Malloy, also known as the Tanner. He is a barbaric and strange-looking bloke who's wearing all leather clothing and a cloth covering his face. And a fun fact about the Tanner for today is that since he is a leather worker, he has actually made all of the clothes he wears himself.
Wow, he's got to be the sweatiest man in all of London.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty cold in London. He's also got his chest open, a little breezy.
It only rains a lot in London, which, isn't a problem for leather at all.
I wrote down stuff about every character, and the only thing I wrote down for the Tanner is full body leather suit.
Leather daddy.
Not quite.
I had to write down.
He's not in that, Selena Kyle get up,
Hello. My name is Max Volpert, and I play Efrosinya, a frail yet fearsome survivor with a fractured mind and a powerful feline patron to give her strength. A fun fact about Efrosinya is that she's trilingual, so she speaks English, Russian, and the language of the moon, which is when the moon beams shine on her in a specific way, and she blinks back in a specific way, and in that way they communicate.
Which of the three is how they communicate with their cat?
The cat is also trilingual, so they can all commune in the language of the moon.
All of the above.
Whichever.
The cat actually
of
speaks
course.
more languages than Efrosinya does, so sometimes if he's mad at her, he'll start
Wild.
speaking like German or French or something, and she gets very upset.
Buongiorno o buonasera, fratelli e sorelle. My name is Mitchell Maguire, and I am playing the Franciscan friar Lorenzo Innocenti, a silly yet soft-spoken man of the cloth who in the recent past years has taken up the war thurible as well. And my fun fact is, prior to Lorenzo taking up the cloth and becoming a Franciscan friar, he dreamed of taking over the wine industry that his family looked after. Among all the other businesses, he really wanted to run their wine empire that they were running in Florence.
But he can't handle his alcohol.
Hey, he's a lightweight, which means he gets to have, fun more quickly and more cheaply,
Also,
Valid.
you never sample from your own supply either, so it's actually like a economic benefit.
Oh no, he does. He does. That's why he wanted the job. He wanted to be in his villa overlooking the vineyards and drinking his wine.
All right, and instead of an NPC fact this time, I wanted to do something a little bit different for our interlude season. And so in front of me, I have a list of 1890s slang words and phrases that I will try to use at some point throughout the episode. A little like Babe Ruth calling his shot. Last episode, I used Batty Fang in the beginning letter, which means to thrash thoroughly. This time, my slang word is meter, M-E-A-T-E-R, which is street slang for coward. So last time, you all attended the party where you were supposed to aid in the assassination of a powerful vampire. Instead, a majority of your order of vampire hunters were massacred and scattered across Whitechapel. You four were able to escape the venue in your carriage, all the while being pursued by vampires. You lost the pursuers as well as the top of your carriage during the chase, and eventually you made your way to the tenement building where you were told that the Vocator Mortis safe house would be located. We find you all outside the building in a now open carriage as it slows to a stop.
Okay, I think we are in the place. Is everyone okay?
Better, been better, but could be worse. Biggie more okay, and that's all that matters.
Yes, thank the Lord you are okay. Okay, we'll work on it. So, the safe house is near here. Does anyone remember how we find it? No. Okay, well...
Tanner is completely unresponsive. Since they've gotten out of the chase, he's been sitting at the back of the carriage, just like hand in heads, like shaking his head to himself. Very upset.
Usually, they find me, you know? I don't usually have to go. It's first time on group mission, so been fun. But, don't usually frequent safe house. They come find me. They bring me somewhere. They take my cat as well with me, you know. They'll find us eventually, yes?
We're going to have to find it because we are being hunted by a horde of vampires, and I really want to send all those damned souls to hell. But we need to regroup and... Leather boy, why are you so upset? Leather boy, this is not the time to panic. I'm sorry. I know I'm very upset too about all the souls that we could not save while we were running away. I know it bothers me too, but there is a plan for us.
You're saying that we are being hunted? And he looks up at Lorenzo. Did you forget that we are the hunters, right? And you pulled me out of there. I was ready to do my job. And we all ran like a bunch of meters.
I know you're upset, but we were outnumbered. They were expecting us. We were going to die if we stayed in their room. And we will get them. But we need to plan and use stealth. These are demonic beings, given so much power, and we have power too. But we have to be smart. With so many like that, we cannot take them in a front-on fight. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure you're much more of the planning type, right? You definitely look it. But me, the Forgotten Mortis, they send me in, and I do my job, and I get out of it, right? I shouldn't have been a part of this team. I knew it was a bad idea. I never take their co-op missions, right? I never work with others.
But also, if you are so big on fighting, then why were you in the lookout team? Because we weren't supposed to engage.
That's exactly why I'm upset to be here. I'm never doing shit like this, right? I'm always going in and I'm killing. That's all I do, right? That's all I'm good at.
People died, all the same. Can feel good about that, yes?
The wrong people died, right? I don't want any of us dying, but them, they are a sickness. I was there to wipe them out. That's why I'm part of this guild, right? That's why I'm a hunter. They send me on this mission and I can't even do the one thing I'm here to do. But I agree with Churchy over here. You know, we're here now. We just need to stake out, figure out what our next move is.
Exactly. And Lorenzo's gonna, walk up to Mr. Leatherboy, and he's gonna kind of, give him, a soft, kind of pat on the neck, and he's like, I promise you, we will send those bastards to hell.
We're gonna do a lot worse and send them to hell.
Yes. There is a reason we are all here together. I believe we can defeat them. But now, we need to get to the safe house and make a plan.
Tanner clearly, finding his composure again, He's gonna like wrap his arm around Lorenzo, and he's gonna like start walking over towards where he believes the safe house to be. And as he's walking over, he's gonna say, "Tell me, have you ever seen a vampire flayed before?"
A vampire what? A fillet like a steak? Sorry, English is not my first language.
Trust me, if you knew what I was talking about, you would know.
Well, I'm excited to see whatever we do to these vampires.
I'll show you.
I'd love to see a vampire steak. Hope it's delicious.
Don't worry, everybody. Begimo, excellent navigator, he will show us the way to the safe house. Efrosinya is just gonna put the cat down outside the carriage and just start following after it wherever it happens to trot.
Efrosinya,
This way.
Are you sure we should follow a cat?
This way. She's crawling.
It is just a cat.
No. We should let the little thing guide the way, right?
Begimo knows.
Okay. Okay.
Efrosinya, roll a animal handling check.
Am I really handling this animal, or
Kind of just letting it loose.
is it handling me? Do what you will with this. 10.
Your cat kind of wanders around like the outside of the carriage a little bit before like hopping the curb and starts to move into like the kind of porch of the tenement building. You can see that there's a couple doors that seem to lead inside, but you can't tell which one. And your cat, once like hopped up on the curb, just kind of rolls on the side and scratches around a little bit.
Well, this is it. Begimo's here, so we stay here for the night. Good job, Begimo. You found it.
I'm not too sure about this one.
Well, we could just knock. I mean, what is the likelihood? It is a vampire behind the door. You know, it could just be a person, or it could be the safe house.
We open the door or hide behind the door. Right, I'll be ready if it's a vampire.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Well,
I'm ready.
okay. I guess I'll just knock on the door, and Lorenzo knocks on the door.
You knock on the door and nothing happens. You can roll a perception check though.
23.
Nothing happens when you knock on the door, but looking down at like the door handle, as part of like the metal part that kind of like has like the keyhole in it too, underneath the keyhole you can see a like sigil of a rising sun that you recognize as part of the Vocator Mortis.
Okay. So, lucky break for the cat. I'm going to say that the Lord guided this cat. Yes, the Lord guided Big Mo
No,
to the door.
Not
So,
Big Mo,
thank-
Begimo, and Begimo guide us to the door.
The Lord guided Big Mo to the door. Thank you, Big Mo. And he like gives a little like hand clap to Big Mo.
Thanks,
Very
big boy.
good. So this is the door. Nobody answered when I knock.
Why are we knocking on the door? I told you the house is right here. Everyone lay down. They will not get us here. Begimo showed us the way. I'm laying here for the night.
You know what? I am getting impatient. Leather boy, knock down the door.
Well, as much as I would love to knock the door down. And Tanner's gonna reach for the doorknob and just try to turn it.
Yeah, and it swings open.
Oh, silly me. I'm so silly. I thought the door to the safe house would be locked. You think it would be safe and locked. Anyway, let's go in.
Yeah, so you open the door, and to what usually you would have assumed to be a cramped hall with a staircase, both leading to many cramped rooms of a tenement building, but instead, you open the door into a pleasantly warm, spacious room smelling of incense and wood smoke. You step through the familiar scenery of the caretaker's domain. It's a posh blend between a bar and a lounge with tables and couches located by the door. There are tables that you can see that are set into the private booths like along the walls by like on either side of you. And on the far side of the room, you can see several more doors kind of flanking the bar. And behind the bar itself, you can see the man who makes it all possible. The safe house caretaker, Leland. He's the definition of a string bean build. Tall, skinny, and fully hairless. And it's that lack of hair that makes it so hard to determine his age, but as long as you have all been a part of the Vocator Mortem, so has he. He's the definition of gentleman, sporting a butler's black suit with the accompanying white gloves, and he's currently polishing a glass behind the bar as he sees you all come in. He goes, come in. I was wondering who would be the first to arrive. Please, have a seat. Would a drink be in order?
Yes. I had a lot to drink, and I would like some more.
My darling, okay, if that is what you want to do, but you drank a lot.
I think it helped.
Well, if you think it help, by all means, just have another.
Am I still drunk?
You're still kind of feeling the effects of it.
Begimov would like some milk.
Yes, I do believe I have some prepared over by the door. I warmed it up for you. I hope that's all right.
Very good. And she does like a spin in place with her arms out looking up, and then like slowly centers her body back and looks at him, and then just turns around and walks towards it with her cat.
Efrosinya, you're injured. Please come, sit, and I'll tend to your wounds.
It's nothing. It's just scrape, just top of carriage. Almost decapitate me.
He yanks a splinter of the carriage out of your shoulder.
Not so lucky, I guess.
I apologize, but here, let me pour some alcohol on the wound. And he starts to pull a little bit of, like, I don't know, 80 proof whiskey or whatnot.
Leland, you said we're the first to make it here, right?
Yes, I was hoping that you could fill me on how the mission went. Did it prove a success?
Yeah, very good.
Well,
you were part of the identification team, correct? Did you happen to identify the target?
we identified him all right.
I'm gonna slam my drink on the table. I'm gonna go, everybody's dead. Everybody is dead.
Yeah.
I think we're the only ones that got out.
I hate to say it, Leland, we might be the last ones to show up as well.
Oh, dear, I see. That would explain it then.
He's really powerful.
I don't even really remember this part. I remember speaking to man again, and then back with Begimo.
You're telling me you don't remember when the Hyde was like, now is our time to rise up, and then they dropped the bodies of the Vocator Mortis hit team from the ceiling.
Oh, the bodies.
You don't remember? You know what? It is okay. I am not mad at you. I am happy you're alive. It is okay. We are all not the most observant.
It's hard to remember things without Begimo, you know? He has the brains.
I'm starting to think Big Boy over here is the actual hunter and you're just along for the ride.
No, I am the hunter. They call me Leland. They call me, da.
Yes, I mean, every hunter has their, quirks, but all are equally effective at, destroying the monsters of the night. Now, please, don't squabble here. Just sit and rest for a moment, and I'll bring you all drinks. How about that? And so he disappears back behind the bar for a little bit. You hear like the clinking of different glasses as he starts to pour a couple drinks. Mabel, the drink that you sip at, you can taste is like a warm tea. And soon he kind of brings over a couple more glasses. He sets 2 glasses of like a dark red liquid in front of Efrosinya as well as Lorenzo. And then in front of Tanner, he kind of sets down a glass of like this clear liquid. Now, kind of piecing together some of the story, it seems there was a bump in the operation.
More than a bump, more like epic fail. It went as bad as anything could have gone. We barely got out of there, but the Lord was watching over us, and we made it out in one piece. But it was terrible.
Right, the Lord was watching over us, and they were very, very disappointed.
Then I don't suppose that you will like to hear my report. And you can see that he's kind of fiddling with his hands a little bit.
Oh, yes, tell a story. I love story.
Well, it's not so much a story. You see, shortly before you all arrived, I had a feeling of disconnect. You see, I cannot seem to place my doorways outside of London. Whatever this Hyde is capable of, it seems that, he's found a way to contain my magic. Unfortunately, until we find a way to stop this magic, it appears that though we are stuck here. Or I am stuck here, at least.
Ugh, in London?
I know, it wouldn't be my first choice either.
Well, me personally, I don't think I'd rather be anywhere else.
Well, I would.
And he's gonna reach a hand out to Leland and like place it on his shoulder. You and I, all of us, we're down for the count. We're in this to the end now, aren't we?
I suppose so, but unfortunately it means that I won't be able to bring in reinforcements. Whoever is left within the city is all the hunters we have, I'm afraid.
Well, I don't think they need much more than me. Maybe these lot over here can help out too.
I feel like, no, I don't remember. Anyway.
Well, okay, so where do we go from here?
That I'm not too sure. You see, I can only work with the information that I get from, hunters such as yourself who can leave my domain. And so I'm fairly blind, I'm afraid. Even my communications with the Watcher have not been able to get through whatever magic Hyde has employed. And so I'm afraid I'm of little benefit to you besides a place where you can find some respite. That, and of course, he turns over his shoulder and kind of looks around, and you can hear a kind of a barking kind of coming from behind the bar. He goes, yes, of course, Mabel, as much as I love dogs, he's not I'm not the best walker of them, seeing that I can't really leave the lounge at all. But I have taken care of your dog for you as you requested. And from behind the bar, you see the little scampering of your little terrier.
Oh, yes, little Gustav. Oh, yes, hello, little Gustav. I've missed you so, little boy. Hello, yes, this is my dog. This is little Gustav. He's a little terrier. He was supposed to, help me catch the rats, but then he wasn't very good at it, so he just kind of stayed with me and enjoyed his little, he helps find the rats, but he never continues to catch the rats, so we just live our little Gustav life. It's all good. He wasn't very good at it, so we just kept him.
That's a dog?
Yes, this is a little, they call him a Parsons Terrier. He's very fancy and he's bred to hunt the rats, but he wasn't good at it, just like I was not good at it.
Well, of course he wasn't very good at it. He's dog.
Here I was thinking that was just a big rat.
Mabel is going to walk away from the tanner.
Squeaky Mabel is so offended.
I should take it as a compliment, but I do not think it was a compliment coming from you, the tanner. Well, this is Gustav. Don't worry, Gustav likes cats, he likes rats. That's why he wasn't very good at his whole thing.
I appreciate you taking him back, just because, I've always found myself good with people, but animals have always kind of escaped my areas of expertise. But here, come, drink, rest, and let me look over your wounds. And over the course of your guys' kind of following conversation, Leland's gonna kind of like take care of you and, kind of patch up your wounds. And so you guys can all kind of mark off a long rest before we move forward. As Leland is kind of taking care of you guys, he speaks and goes, now, I do believe that, with the events of the night, I may have to move the safe house to another door. So let me just mark it on your maps here. And he, one by one, kind of marks the next safe house location on your map. And goes, once you leave this location, you can find me here. Like I said, I can't open up the doors outside of London, but we at least can throw the vampires off our trail. Also, I believe that someone tried to knock on the door when you first arrived.
Yes, that was me.
By all means, just come in next time. The vampires, they can't enter unless they are invited,
Well, that is true, but we don't want a random person to accidentally come in. Robbers exist, yes.
Don't worry.
It doesn't seem very safe to me having a safe house with a door that is not locked.
Don't worry. One of the conditions of my magic and of this safe house, if you will, is that...
I have something to ask about that.
Yes, go ahead.
We are saying the word magic. Where do you explain the magic to me? Where do you derive the magic? This I would like to know.
Well, you see, I made a deal with Lucifer.
Nel nome del Padre, e del Figlio, e dello Spirito Santo. What? You make a deal with the devil?
Well, yes.
You tell me. That's it. And he just gets his holy water and starts like flicking it on him.
Please, you don't need to do that. It just getting me wet.
Be careful! Be careful! Beguimot does not like to get wet.
Well, actually-
be careful.
Efrosinya, I would assume that if anyone, you would understand. You know, most people within our organization, they make deals with either devils or, God or some of his angels to grant themselves abilities. I traded away my freedom for travel, and instead I was able to go wherever I wanted as long as I stayed within this room. And so I can attach my doors to any door frame from around the world, or at least I could until tonight.
That is a terrible exchange. You can only stay in this room and then go change this room to be anywhere in the world. And then when you die, you are damned to hell. That is a horrible exchange. Wait a minute. Do other people here have magic?
Well, da.
I am not surprised. I am pretty sure Big Mo might be the devil himself. The devil that this silly man made this terrible deal with.
Niet, I have no...
What about you, rat girl?
Well, I can do some pretty interesting things, but, I don't really know where they come from. I believe they are from my rats. I believe the rats are the ones giving it. I made no deal with nobody.
Oh, no.
Nobody owns me besides my rats. And she shoots a glare at the tanner.
Oh, see, the rat on you, and the rat is probably the devil. The rat is a devil or a demon. Next one, Tanner, leather boy. Did the devil come up to you in a sexy leather outfit and say, please tell me, are you with the devil as well? Am I the only man of God here?
The only person I'm going to deal with is myself, mate.
And I have no deal as well. I've made no deal. I just have friendship with Beguimot, and we create magic from that.
So you're friends with the devil then?
I know, not the devil, with Beguimot.
I will say I do not believe that everyone is with the devil, but that cat definitely looks like it is with the devil.
Like I said, there are
That cat is big, fat, and it looks evil. Sorry to say it.
No.
The cat is a little bit scary. I am on edge.
He's not scary. Come,
And to be
hold
honest,
him.
I have been
Hold him.
clutching my crucifix every time I see the cat.
Hold him. He's very good cat. She's like holding him out, walking towards. Hold him. Da.
Okay. If it is just a cat, I will be the one to determine.
He just
it.
said hello. Did you hear?
No, I did not hear the cat speak. Cats do not speak. And Lorenzo's gonna grab Big Mo.
Okay, now answer. He said, how are you? Be polite.
I am doing fine, Big Mo. Are you? What are you? Answer me this.
He's cat. You sound silly.
you hear that?
1 second. I need a moment to talk to the big man upstairs. And I'm gonna use to find so I can know if this cat is evil. Because it lets me know if something's evil or not.
Please do not speak to your man while holding my cat.
So, divine sense, the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of the turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. So, Lorenzo, as soon as you activate divine sense, you get this odor that kind of supersedes the smell of like incense within the room. You get like this rank smell of decay and death emanating from this cat as it stares at you with its big round eyes and goes, meow.
Sweet Jesus Christ! Oh my! I am sorry, Father. I am so sorry. Ooh, did not mean to say that. That cat is the devil. I think it.
No,
it
Ned.
smells like shit that has been festering for months and months and months in a dead body.
Give him back. How rude. That's not true.
I could have told you that, and I don't have any sort of divine intervention.
I felt like we knew this.
Come here, Big Mo Lucifer, and I'm gonna be splattering holy water on Big Mo.
It's gonna hiss and
lean
like
back.
its tail and its fur like stands on end. It's gonna hiss at you and then run back behind Efrosinya's legs.
Oh, see, you scared him. And after he said he thought you looked nice. That's not very nice at all.
My child, that is no cat. I promise you this. I know you are under his spell, but I will free you. But not today. Today, we have to figure out what to do about Hyde.
There's a slam at the front door as you all like turn and look at it, and you can see that the handle starts to turn kind of back and forth, and you can hear like the metal kind of mechanisms like trying to move as whoever's on the other side struggles to open the door. The handle turns and the door swings open as a figure collapses onto the floor inside the safe house. Goodness, it's Hunter Ilion, says Leland, crossing the lounge to inspect the body. And through the open doorway, you can hear the sounds of screaming echoing through the streets. Everyone roll perception.
Oh, natural 20.
That's a nat 1 for me. I'm really bothered by Big Mo. I'm sorry.
22.
17.
With the door open now at this point, all of you can hear this screaming. I'd say that, Lorenzo, you're probably still kind of focused on the cat. But the other three, you all can hear the screaming as it like echoes through the streets through the open door, and one scream seems close, like too close. Not only that, you can tell that it's not an adult. The scream must have come from like a child or something like that. And Efrosinya, I'd say that with the nat 20, you can tell like it's getting closer.
Oh, there's a baby. Scared little baby outside.
Leland over top the body looks up at you guys, goes, take care of what's ever happening. I'll look after Ilion, but... And he presses his fingers onto the hunter's neck and goes, I suppose I'll give him funeral rites. But go, I'll see you at the next safe house.
There's a child in danger. Let's head on and find the baby.
Okay, fine. We'll help the child. Big Mo, we are not finished here. And you, do not bury that body or do any rites, because you are a man of the devil and you made a deal with the devil. So please don't. I would like to save him. Now, let's get the baby.
Right, finally, we can get to some killing.
And so you all leave the safe house now. Looking around for the source of the scream, you exit and immediately you're almost toppled by several civilians as they push past you. They're all screaming and yelling. They're going, run, monsters, everybody, look out! And you look in the direction that they come from, and you can see several vampires, thralls by the looks of them, with their leathery wings and their hairless forms. They look much like humanoid versions of a bat. They are the product of vampires pouring too much of their own blood into their prospective sires, driving the new vampires to be a maddened, kind of like blood-frenzied, uncontrollable kind of creature that can only be controlled by fully fledged vampires. These three thralls seem to be kind of surrounding their target like vultures. A small girl furiously fleeing down the street, crying and screaming as the thralls pursue her. Her bare feet bloody from running as she kind of sprints down the street. She seems to be an orphan, judging by the clothes, kind of like this kind of dirty, like cheap cloth kind of cut out for like sleeves and pants. She ducks under a canopy as one of the thralls swoops down to take a swipe at her, its claws severing the structure. What are you guys doing?
Tanner's immediately going to just like hold out both weapons that he carries on either side of him and just start like walking straight towards the vampires.
She's heading your way, and I'd say at this point she's probably like 20 feet away.
Tanner is a little bit less concerned with the girl and more so with the thralls.
Efrosinya is more concerned with the girl, so I will cast Fly on the girl to give her more faster movement on myself and I'll cast it on Tanner so he can cover more ground.
I will say, fly is you have to touch a willing creature.
Yeah, I'll go up to her, go past Tanner, go past. You said she's 20 feet. I can move 20 feet. And if I cast on myself, my movement is 60 feet, so... And she goes, Dark, Goose.
And you hit Goose on the little girl, kind of like tapping her on the top of the head, and she looks up to you and she goes, oh my gosh, thank you. Do you think that you could help?
Oh, yes, this way. Here, take this. And I'm going to hand her the cat. And then I'm going to sort of like step behind her and try to push her away from the thrall back towards the safe house. Which is not there, I know, but it's the direction away from them, so.
And so she doesn't let herself be pushed as you try to like push her to the side after handing her Big Maw. And you hear her go, oh, so you must be a hunter. That's nice. And
This
so
bitch.
she's gonna take her hand and just go up and like jump and like slap you across the face. And we are gonna enter combat.
This fucking bitch. The second she didn't move.
And so her attack is gonna be a surprise attack, so it has advantage. She got a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits, and she can, instead of dealing damage, she can attempt to grapple you. So I need you to make a strength check.
I might as well not even fucking roll this shit. Is that a saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah, the whole first episode, we were talking about how like sickly you look.
Yeah, my strength is -1, so I rolled a 10, -1, so that's a 9.
So you do not succeed, and so she's going to grapple you. Essentially, this like 10-year-old child, since she's got fly on her now, kind of swoops up by your head, goes to slap you, and like grabs your like the side of your face, and uses that to almost like a Legolas in the second Lord of the Rings movie, as he's like sweeping up onto the horse, kind of sweep around your head and like wrap her legs around your neck as she's like holding your head. And so she's like grappling on top of your head, and we're gonna roll initiative as she goes, get 'em, boys. So it should be Mable first, Efrosinya, the vampire, Bernard, the thralls, and then Lorenzo. So as this like 10-year-old kind of creature is like wrapping her legs around Efrosinya's neck and like grabbing onto her face, Mable, you are the first to react. You see that there are 3 other vampire thralls that are like flapping their wings and landing on either like carriages around you, different like canopies and the street, as well as the vampire that's currently got her arms and legs around Efrosinya.
I want to wild shape into a brown bear, but I want it for flavor to be a ginormous fucking rat. And then,
Hell yeah.
since I can't really do much on the vampire themselves because they're all wrapped around and I'm just a big rat, I'm gonna go to the thralls, and I get to make 1 bite attack and 1 claw attack as the massive rat.
All right, I'd say that like one is landed on the street, another's on like a carriage, and then like another is like spidered like on the side of the like tenement building.
We'll go to whatever's closest.
I'd say the one on the street then.
Great. I will attack with my bite first. 24 to hit.
24 does hit.
Okay. That's 11 damage. And then I also get a claw attack. 20?
20 hits.
Okay, dirty 20? Okay. And then that one's only 1d4. That one's only a 1d4. That's 6 damage. If the target is a large or smaller creature, it has the prone condition.
You all see as Mable turns into this like 300-pound rat, almost like the size of the carriage that you guys came here in, and like just charges towards one of the thralls. Well, the one on the street that just landed gets like hit with this massive rat. And you can see as it like starts to like shred into the vampire, but it is now prone with the giant rat on top of it. Do you have any bonus actions, or was that your bonus
That
action?
was my bonus action to
All
wild
right.
shape. Squeak, squeak.
And so it is then Efrosinya, your turn. You've got this 10-year-old child on your head, kind of like digging her fingers into your head to stay on. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Spirit of Death, which calls forth a Spirit of Death and adds it to the initiative order. It obeys my verbal commands, no action required by me. If I don't issue it any commands, it takes the dodge action and uses its movement to avoid danger. So should it roll initiative? Or
Yes, because it is then added to initiative.
right? Oh boy, it rolled a 3.
All right, then it is taking a firm place right after Lorenzo.
But when it goes, it's gonna do stuff.
Yo, Spirit of Death is gonna be so cool once it goes.
As a bonus action, can I try to break out of the grapple, or is that an action?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll go for it.
I rolled an 18.
Fuck you! I rolled an 18, but I have a -1, so I rolled a 17. Okay, wait, is this a saving throw still, or is it an ability check?
It would be an ability check in this case.
Okay, since it's an ability check then, since I'm packed with the talisman, if I fail an ability check, I can add a d4, and I can do this a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, and it refreshes at a long rest. So I'm gonna roll a d4, and I rolled a 4. So that makes my 17 a 21.
All right. So what do you do to get this 10-year-old child off your head?
I think she like grabs me on the head and I go, ugh, traitor, Biggie Mo! And Biggie Mo comes and scratches the shit out of her face until she lets go.
And she falls off your shoulders, but she doesn't hit the ground because she's still got fly on her.
Is it an action to dismiss spells?
I'd say that you could just do it.
I just do it? Because if so, I would take it off when she attacked me.
Yeah, so she's no longer got fly on her, and so she hits the ground. But she then does scramble up. Now that she's at your feet, she's gonna run between your legs, spot Tanner, and she will incur a attack of opportunity from you, Efrosinya, if you'd like to attack. It'd be a melee attack.
Okay, all I have is a dagger. Oh, I'm rolling well though. That's a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
With my dagger. But I rolled a 4 again, so that's 5 damage.
5 damage? Okay. And so you just kind of just graze her back as she runs between your legs. And Tanner, or Bernard, you see as this small child runs between her legs and then just like leaps at you like and she's gonna try to attack you. She got a 18.
That does hit.
Okay, she's gonna forego damage to try to grapple you, and so she's just fully, again, gonna jump up to your head and just like cover your visibility, like your entire face with her body, and you get to try to break the grapple. So go ahead and roll a strength saving throw, and you have to beat an 18.
I just got a 10.
Okay, that's not enough. So the grapple does succeed, which means she can, using her like almost supernatural strength for a 10-year-old, she can turn your head to the side, and the rest of you see as her fangs start to elongate, and she's gonna bury her fangs into your neck, Tanner. And so she rolled a 28 for her bite, and so you receive 9 points of piercing damage, and then you take 16 points of necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is now reduced by 16 as well. And so even if you short rest and recover HP, your max HP is now 16 HP less than it currently was. That will go away during a long rest. In addition to your maximum HP getting lowered, if you go down with a bite attack and the necrotic damage is what gets you down, you will then return the next night as a vampire spawn under the vampire's control. And so you feel as this 10-year-old vampire's fangs bury themselves into your neck, and you can feel as almost like this raging hot fire spreads throughout your veins. That is her turn, and so it is now your turn, Tanner. Bernard.
Cool. Tanner's gonna go into a rage for his bonus action. And could I hit them with my rounded blade without like a disadvantage, since it is like a shorter weapon?
Unfortunately, since you are currently being grappled, it would still be at disadvantage. If you wanted to make it a reckless attack, you could get it even.
Okay.
But that would mean that the next attacks on you would also have advantage.
Would I be able to just try and throw her off of me then?
Yes. Go ahead and make a strength check. I'll roll opposed. I got a 6.
I got a 21.
All right. So you throw. Go ahead and roll just like a 1d6 plus your strength for me.
That's an 8 for damage.
All right. So you see as the little girl gets hurtled from your head, and you see as she impacts against like this metal fence, bending the bars as it clangs against her body, and she falls to the ground, and she whips her head up at you and hisses at you. That would be your bonus action and action.
Okay.
And so it
Would I be able to also attack her with my dagger, because I do have mastery on it, which allows it to be a part of my attack action without being a bonus action?
actually, yes, because you do have multi-attack as a barbarian as well.
Yes.
So yes, you can go ahead and make a second attack.
Okay, sweet. Tanner's gonna make an attack with his rounded blade. I didn't really describe his weapons earlier, but he does have 2 weapons on him. He has a rounded blade, which is used for leather work, and he does have. I'll describe his other weapon when I use it. Actually, I'll just stick with the rounded blade for now. A 17.
17 hits.
That's 10 damage.
All right, so you run up to her next to the fence and just like slice her cheek, and it cuts like a thick gash across her face. And then it will be the thrall's turn. And so one is currently being pinned down by the giant rat. And so we're going to roll opposing strength checks to see if it gets out of that. I got an 11.
7.
All right, so it does break out of the grappling. And so it is going to attack at you in your rat form twice. So first one is a dirty 20.
Hits.
The second one is an 8, which I believe doesn't.
Does not hit.
You take 10 points of slashing damage in your rat form as one of the 2 claws scrapes itself across your body. And then the thrall that was on the side of the tenement building is going to push itself off of the wall and throw itself using its wings to kind of get faster towards Lorenzo. It is going to get a 12 on the first attack and then a 14 on the second.
Neither hits.
All right, so
Nice.
Lorenzo, you see as one of the 2 vampire thralls in its like kind of dark bat form throws itself at you, and you're able to dodge 2 attacks as it tries to claw at you. The other one that was on the canopy is going to see Bernard kind of attacking the vampire, and it's going to throw itself at Bernard. That one, the first attack got a nat 1, and so it's gonna throw itself at you, trying to like tackle you, Tanner, and it's just gonna hit your muscular body and fall to the ground as you don't give an inch. Lorenzo, it is then your turn.
Yes, Lorenzo is like all over the place. Mabel's turned into a rat, clearly the work of the devil. This little girl's a vampire. You know, a lot of crazy stuff's happening, but he's gonna lock in. He's gonna look at the thrall. He's gonna light his war thurible for his bonus action, and he's going to go, "You and this little girl, it is past your bedtime. You are supposed to be in hell." And he's gonna swing his thurible at it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
That is going to be 19.
That hits.
That's going to be 10 radiant damage. And I'm gonna do it again.
All right,
That is going to be 18 to hit.
that hits.
That's going to be 12 radiant damage.
Yeah, so you take 2 swings with your thurible, and each time as it connects with the vampire spawn's body, you hear like a sizzling of burning coming from the skin as you see like the glowing light of your god making its way to the like sinful soul of this demon. And you can see that it's like actively eating away at the wound that you inflict upon it.
Yes, the Lord is at work here. Burn,
anything-
baby, burn.
Anything else for Lorenzo?
Nope, that was my action and bonus action.
All right, then it is then the spirit of death. Also, what does the spirit of death look like?
It's a giant black cat with wings. But it, like, the bottom half of it is just like shadow, because it floats. So it just like floats around.
Yeah, that's the spirit of death.
And Efrosinya is going to look and be like, kill her. But she's kind of saying it like she's not even in control. Like, it's very like trance-like. She says, kill her. And the spirit of death is going to fly to the little girl. And first, as a bonus action, it is going to haunt creature, which means that it's going to target a creature it can see within 10 feet of itself and begin haunting it. If the target starts its turn within 10 feet of the spirit, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or have the frightened condition until the start of its next turn. It remains haunted until it dies or the spirit disappears. So that's its bonus action. So on the start of her next turn, if she's still within 10 feet of it, she'll need to make a wisdom saving throw. But regardless, I can sense the direction and distance of where she is if she's on the same plane as us, no matter what. And then as the spirit of death's action, it is going to multi-attack with its reaping scythe. So the first attack is a 23. It gets 2 attacks. I'm just going to roll them both up front. The second is only a 14.
14 does not hit.
It's gonna roll its first attack damage, which is 1d8 plus 3 plus 5. Ooh, 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But it's necrotic damage, so I'm sure it's halved.
It's going to be 8.
And that is the Spirit of Death's turn, and it goes...
All right, so the vampire is going to use one of its 3 legendary actions now that it is haunted to move. And so the vampire can move its speed without provoking a opportunity attack. And so it's going to scramble away from Tanner and the Spirit of Death and kind of move towards like the Lorenzo and the rest of the group. It is then going to be Mable, your turn.
Great. I'm gonna bite and I'm gonna claw.
All right, go
Let
ahead.
me start by clawing first to see if I can knock him prone.
Attacking the same thrall.
Same throw.
Okay.
And I have to bite first, so let me bite. This is an 8 hit?
And 8 does not hit on.
Ah, rats, let me claw.
Got him.
15?
15 does hit.
Oh, frick yeah. Well, this is gonna be small, but it's at least gonna knock him prone. 6 damage. Whack him on a butt.
Yeah, sure. You just start clawing into the butt of this vampire thrall with your little rat claws. Any bonus actions that are moving or anything?
I'm gonna stay on this one. So, no, I am all shit.
All right, then Efrosinya, it is your turn.
Efrosinya is going to cast Eldritch Blast on this little girl because now she's pissed. She's, I try to help you. Every time I try to help people and
They just don't appreciate it.
and she's going to use Eldritch Blast. And I can cast 3 beams of that. Oh, but first, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Form of Dread. That means that I shapeshift to manifest an aspect of my patron's power. As a bonus action, I transform for 1 minute. I gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus 12. Once per turn, when I hit a creature, I can force a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it is frightened till the next turn. I am immune to being frightened as well.
So first, go ahead and roll your temporary hit points, and then go ahead and roll your attacks.
That was a 2 on the d10, but it's plus 12, so 14 temporary hit points. 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay. Second, even lower. Third, even low. I missed all 3. All 3 Eldritch Blasts.
So yeah, you get all spooky in your figure, and you like launch these 3 Eldritch Blasts at this child, but she's still kind of like running away a little bit. Like she's like so small and lithe with her vampire form that she's like, it's like a Looney Tunes cartoon where you're like shooting around her feet and she's hopping up and down, kind of dodging them. And so that's your action and bonus action.
Yeah. But in my Form of Dread, I look really cool, okay?
You do look really cool.
I get very shadowy and I grow like wings, but I also get very like long whiskers and my hair gets like fuzzier, you know, like fur and longer.
After she gets done like jumping and dodging around your Eldritch Blast, she's gonna stop and kind of turn back towards like Bernard and yourself, Efrosinya. And she's gonna focus on Bernard, and she's gonna go, "You wouldn't hurt a little girl, would you?" And she's gonna cast Charm. And so I need you to make a Wisdom DC 17 saving throw.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Bernard doesn't give a shit.
Fuck them kids.
All right, yeah, so she turns and gives you like the biggest like little puppy eyes that you've ever seen, but you're like in your rage and you can smell the scent of vampire when you can smell one. And so those puppy eyes do nothing to sway you. And so that's going to be her turn. It is now Bernard, your turn.
Wow.
And so you've got a thrall next to you.
How far away is the vampire from me?
The little girl is like, I'd say 15 feet away from you.
You keep calling her a little girl. You mean vampire. The vampire is 15 feet away from her.
You can't make us feel bad about this. It's not gonna work. Still looking at the vampire, Bernard is going to say, "You've pissed off the wrong asshole," and he's going to swing his weapon over into the thrall. And this is going to be his main weapon, which I can now describe. So it's going to be an enlarged rotary punch. For those of our viewers who are not familiar with a rotary punch, it is a like tiny handheld device that leather workers use. Like it's like a hole punch basically, but it's handheld. So there's a little like clamp on it that you grab on, and it punches holes and you wheel it across. It's got a wheel with a bunch of pegs in it that you sort of wheel it across, and it's used for like lace work or like stitch work basically. But imagine that the size of a battle axe basically. So it's basically a staff with a giant wheel on the top of it, and instead of the pegs, it's got wooden stakes on it. So the Tanner is going to, after saying this to the vampire, swing his rotary punch into the thrall and like wheel it across him basically.
Okay, go ahead and make a attack roll. I did say that it fell to the ground after hitting your brick wall of a body, and so you can roll with advantage.
That's 22.
Okay, that hits.
Sweet. I will say I do also get 2 of these attacks with the rotary punch, but the second attack has to be at a different creature. Where is the other thrall at?
There's one thrall that is currently a little ways off next to the giant rat. There's one that's probably like 20 feet away that's next to Lorenzo, and then there's the vampire itself that is like 15 feet away.
Okay, sweet. I'll just leave it as the one attack on this thrall then. And that's a d12 plus 6. I got a 12.
Nice.
So 18 total?
18 total. I do also have an attack that I can make with the dagger that doesn't count as a bonus action since I have the mastery on it.
Okay.
So I'd also like to attack it with the dagger. That one's a nat one.
Oh,
Damn. Not as good with the round blade.
Well, it's prone, so you get advantage.
Oh, okay. That's an 11. Still
11?
probably didn't it. Better than a nat one though.
An 11
if
doesn't
you were
hit.
me, you would have rolled a nat 1 again.
Right.
You all see as the Tanner starts to get to work using the rotary punch to kind of like wheel across the prone vampire thrall, and then it starts to like writhe underneath the punch of the rotary. And so when you go to swipe at it with your round knife, it just goes wide barely. Any other actions or movement?
No, I think the Tanner's gonna stay where he is.
All right, then it is going to be the thrall's turn. And so the one that you are currently wielding with the rotary punch is going to like attack at you. And so it's going to, it got a nat 1 yet again. And so, I mean,
That's 2 nat 1s in a row,
here's
man.
the thing. It was prone.
Yeah.
You've got the rotary punch on it. It got a nat 1 again. I'm just going to say one of the punches from the rotary, one of those stakes drives itself into the heart, and you see as the vampire thrall is like screaming and writhing underneath you, and it it moves its body in a way that you see one of the stakes go through its chest, and it immediately freezes and then falls limp before starting to kind of like smoke and dissipate a little. Going next is going to be the thrall that is currently next to Lorenzo. And so it is going to try to swipe at you with one of its claws. 24 overall. And so it's going to actually forego doing damage to grapple you instead. So you need to make a strength saving throw.
It's going to be 15.
15 makes it, and so it's not, you're not going to be grappled by it. And so seeing that you're not grappled, it is going to just swipe at you with its other claw. That time it got a 23, and so it's just going to deal the damage this time. 10 points of slashing damage. Then it is going to be the one by the rat. And so the thrall next to the rat is going to return fire with its claws. That one got a 19.
Hits.
And it's just going to take its claw swipes at you because it's a rat and doesn't want to drink your blood. And so it's just going to roll again. You got a 15 on the second.
It hits.
And so you take 14 points of slashing damage as the thrall starts to cut into your rat skin.
You see, Mabel go back to her regular self as the brown rat's HP goes to 0.
All right. And so the remainder of the damage that would get left over goes to your HP, as the rest of you see this giant rat turn back into the wild-haired form of Mable. That is the thrall's turn, so Lorenzo, it is then your turn.
Lorenzo's gonna like kind of grab at the spot that he just got slashed in, and then he's gonna look at this thrall and goes, "I'm growing tired of you. I have a little girl I need to tuck away in her brimstone sheets. And he's going to hit it with his war thurible. That's going to be a 10.
That does not hit.
Well, then I'm going to roll again. These are some bad rolls. That's going to be a 14.
14 just doesn't hit. And so you like start swinging around the war thurible, but it dodges just every time. Like you try to take a swipe at it, it dodges out of the way, and it shrinks back before returning with like a shriek right in your face. Any bonus actions?
Lord, I was about to do something very cool. Why are you not rolling in my favor? I'm gonna splash him in the face with holy water.
Okay.
I'll save a spell for later. To not take the damage, he needs to beat a saving throw of 16.
I rolled a nat 20, and so you go to splash the holy water onto it, but you realize with a shrinking dread that this was the vial of holy water that you tried to douse Bigamois with, and so it's just empty.
Oh no, this is empty. This is empty.
And so it is then going to be the Spirit of Death's turn.
The Spirit of Death's gonna move back to that little girl, so it's within 10 feet, and it's gonna take a multi-attack. All right, that time it rolled a 24 to hit for the first attack,
That hits,
23 to hit for the second attack,
and that hits.
28, but it's necrotic damage, so halved is 14.
And then anything else for the Spirit of Death?
No, it's still haunting the little girl, so it's just gonna stay there.
Yeah, so you all see as the Spirit of Death kind of batters around this little girl in its paws, scratching her with each strike. And you can hear the girl go, "Get away from me!" Mable, it is your turn.
I am going to line myself up without getting away from my thrall. I want to get a straight line through my thrall to the little vampire.
So you want to like
Is that
just,
possible?
like edge around the vampire?
Yeah, I wanna,
or,
like, twist around
just
a little
like
bit.
stay right there and just okay.
Just go,
Sure.
just like dance around. Then I want to cast lightning bolt, but I want to cast lightning bolt at 5th level. I want a stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. Blast out from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. If you cast the spell using a slot 4th level or higher, the damage increases 1d6 for every spot level above 3rd.
For the thrall, it gets 14.
My spell save DC is 17.
Okay, so the first one fails, and then the vampire gets a 16, so they both fail.
Fuck yes! Okay, so 39 damage to both the thrall near me and the little mini vampire.
Okay, so you cast Thunderbolt, and you see as it arcs like through the thrall's body in front of you, and takes out like a fist-sized chunk of the body as it just shoots through the thrall into the vampire itself. And you see as her entire body, its small form kind of like tenses, muscles taut from the electricity as it takes all this thunder damage. Both are still up, but there's a visible like hole from the thrall. Any bonus actions?
That's all I got.
Okay. Efrosinya, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast Mental Prison on the girl. You attempt to bind a creature within an illusory prison that only it perceives. One creature you can see within range must make an intelligence saving throw. If it is immune to being charmed, it automatically succeeds. If not, on a successful save, it will take 5d10 psychic damage, and on a failed save, it will take 5d10 and something else will happen. So she needs to make a wisdom saving throw. An intelligence saving throw, DC 16.
8. Got an 8.
Was gonna use fucking legendary resistance, this fucking bitch.
Correct.
Whatever.
Vampires, at least a full vampire, do have legendary resistances, 3 a day. And so if it fails the saving throw, it can choose to succeed again, which it will. And so that's 1 legendary resistance and 1 legendary action down.
All right, well, it still takes 5d10 psychic damage on a success. So,
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
that's 22 psychic damage.
Any bonus actions?
No.
All right, so it's going to use one of its legendary actions now that it is the end of your turn. And so since the Spirit of Death is right next to it still, it's just going to, please, get it away from me. And so it's going to use its legendary action to just move without provoking an attack of opportunity. And so it's going to move closer to Lorenzo and the thrall that is currently by Lorenzo. And then it's going to be its turn. It is next to Lorenzo now at this point. And so, Lorenzo, you have been currently preoccupied with the vampire thrall in front of you. And between its legs appears this little girl, and it's going to lunge up at you, making an attack.
Oh, she's ready for bedtime. Fine.
Gets a 25.
You are a little slut.
Oh, Lorenzo!
And so, like Puss in Boots jumping onto Shrek, you see this little girl leap up at you, and she's gonna forego damage to try to grapple. So make a strength check. Sorry, saving throw.
Lorenzo, watch your mouth.
Saving throw. Sorry, that wasn't Lorenzo. That was me. 22.
So this little girl starts like scampering up your body, and so you just kind of like grab her by the scruff of the neck and throw off you, and she's going to like recover, kind of skidding across the stone road of the street, and she's just going to come at you with another attack.
I said it is a bedtime.
Well, don't worry. She got a 27 now. You know what? No, she's not going to try to deal the damage. She's just going to try to grapple you again, and so I need you to make another strength saving throw.
Okay. That's going to be 15.
15 is not enough to break the hold. And so after throwing her off the first time, she like skids in the street, kind of recovering, before leaping at you again and just scrambles up your back and is like piggybacking like on your body and like grabbing at your hair and your shoulder, trying to pull your neck to the side. And so it is currently Bernard, your turn. And so you can see that there is a thrall on the street next to Mable. There is a thrall next to Lorenzo, and you can also see that Lorenzo has the vampire on his like back, with her kind of like pulling his head to the side.
Bernard is going to go over to Lorenzo with the vampire on his back and just immediately swing at the vampire.
All right, go ahead and make a attack.
That's a 16.
A 16 just hits on the vampire.
Ooh, nice. A 17.
So you kind of just like roll your kind of like roller across her back, and like you can see as several of the stakes kind of embed itself into her body. You have a second attack.
Mm-hmm. Would I be able to hit the thrall from here as well?
Yes.
Okay, I will hit the thrall with my rotary punch as well then. That's 13 for the thrall.
13 for the thrall does not hit.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my dagger again on the vampire, on Lorenzo. That's a 25 for that one.
25 hits.
That's 8 damage.
Okay, so you slash your round knife across the back of this small child, and she's going to scream out in pain. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'd
All
say so.
Then she's going to use her third and final legendary action, since it's the end of your turn. And she is now, since she's still got Lorenzo grappled, going to bite into his neck. And so she is going to get a 14 plus 9, 23. And so you take 10 piercing damage, and then you take an additional 10 points of necrotic damage, and then your maximum hit points is also reduced by 10 until the next long rest. And so you can feel just like the fiery corruption of your blood spreading through your neck, stemming from her fangs. And the rest of you can kind of see as she starts to, like, some of the wounds start to close up around her skin as well. And so that's her last legendary action. It is then the two thralls' turns. And so the thrall that is currently by Mable is going to make its attacks on Mable, since you're closest. First attack is going to miss because it was a 2 on the die. Second one is probably going to hit because it's 16 plus 6 for 22.
It is.
You take 9 points of slashing damage from the second pair of claws.
Okay.
And then the thrall that is currently next to Lorenzo, since you are grappled, it is going to focus on Lorenzo. First one's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one's a 19, so both hit.
This kid is kicking our ass.
It's crazy.
So you take 13 points of slashing damage as, like, she's kind of like holding you back with her fangs in her arms as this like vampire spawn is like slashing his claws against your torso from the front. Lorenzo, it is then your turn.
I'm going to try to break out from the grapple, and if I succeed, I'll describe it.
Sounds good. Opposing strength checks. I got a 15.
10 for me.
So you try to go and throw her off, but she's like grabbing your head and your shoulders, and then her fangs in your neck all just kind of like anchor her to your body.
Okay. Well, yeah, out of like pain, screaming, he's going to go and swing at the thrall that was just messing him up.
Okay, it would be at disadvantage because you're still technically grappled.
Mod 20.
All right, yeah, that hits.
Nice.
And is this on the thrall or the vampire?
I'll be honest, it was on the thrall, so I will, that is what I said. And I'm gonna expend a spell slot to do Divine Smite on it, so...
Hell yeah.
11 plus 14, 25. 25 radiant damage.
All right, so you like swing your thurible around, and mid-swing it starts to glow with this holy light, and as it impacts the vampire's body, you hear like the sound of a bell gong as it just like fills with this radiant light, and you see a flash of this just bright light, and the thrall, once the light starts to dim, you can see has like this just empty crater in its core, and it falls back and starts to smoke and dissipate and disappear.
Damn you to hell! Now it's your turn, little girl. You are on my head, but I'm going to get you. And I'm going to use my second attack to try to hit it, but I know it's at disadvantage.
Correct.
I don't think this is going to make it 15.
15 on the vampire does not hit.
Okay, then that's my turn.
All right, it is then the Spirit of Death's turn.
Spirit of Death is gonna rinse and repeat. Just go right back to that fucking vampire. It's got one command, it's just gonna keep trying to hit it.
You can't run.
First attack, it rolled an 18.
That hits.
And second attack, it rolled a 12. So I assume the first one hits,
That
the
does
second
not
one
hit, no.
doesn't. The 8, that's 8 plus 3 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, half to 8.
And so the Spirit of Death again starts to like claw into the back of this small child as it kind of sits on Lorenzo's back. Any other actions or bonus actions for the Spirit of Death?
Nope, it's just haunting.
Then it is the top of the initiative order with Mable.
I'm gonna just whack my guy who's right in front of me.
All right, go ahead
I'm gonna
and
whack him.
make your attack roll.
Get
12?
12 unfortunately does not hit.
Great. Oh, wah.
Any other bonus actions or anything?
No.
All right, then Efrosinya, it is your turn. You can see that there's a thrall next to Mable, who she just currently tried to like whack at, but it like bat away her stick with its wings. And then there's the vampire that is still kind of grappling piggyback onto Lorenzo.
Efrosinya is gonna look around and be like, "What? Nobody wants to play with me. Why?" Because nobody has attacked Efrosinya. She's just been standing there watching everyone else take hits. And she's going to cast Eldritch Blast. And she's gonna direct 2 at the vampire girl on Lorenzo and 1 at the thrall.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Okay, so first for the vampire girl, first is a 22 to hit. And the second is, even better, 25 to hit.
So both hit the vampire.
And then for the thrall, that's a mod 20 to hit.
All of them hit.
Great. Okay, so that is 16 damage to the vampire girl. And 1 damage to the thrall.
All right, so you see as 2 of your Eldritch Blasts take the small child in the forehead and kind of like jerk her head back, and the fangs are ejected out of Lorenzo's neck. And then you see as the last kind of beam kind of peters out and just barely kind of taps the thrall next to Mable. It is then going to be Catherine's turn, who is still kind of on the back of Lorenzo. And she, while still grappling Lorenzo, is going to try to look at, I'd say, the Tanner again, because you're close by. And she's going to look at you with those big doe-eyed eyes, and she's going to go, can you just save me from that creature over there? And she's going to cast Charm on you.
That's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes. You need a 17 or more.
That's a 19.
Yeah, also Tanner ran up to me to like attack her, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he would also have the bonuses.
So you would get a +5 to that anyway. So.
Sweet. Yeah, I got a 19 plus 5. So 24.
All right, so you successfully save on the charm, and seeing that it doesn't work on you, still on Lorenzo's back, she's gonna go, okay, fine, can you just kill the other one anyway, and then I'm done. I promise, I'm done, okay? I'll stop. And so it is then Bernard, your turn.
Bernard, a little confused what she's saying. You think you could just get away with it?
Just kill the other one, and I'll stop. I promise, I'll be good.
Bernard is going to brutal strike
Oh God.
the little girl. which means I can get advantage on one of my strength-based attacks of my choosing, and I get an extra d10 damage, and I get to choose either one of my effects, which I'm going to choose Forceful Blow. Whichever attack I choose, the target is pushed 15 feet straight away.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll with advantage.
I got a nat 20. I don't think I need that advantage.
Nice.
What? Okay.
Roll your damage.
Okay, sweet. That's 13 plus a d10 as well, which I just got a 2, so that's going to be 15 damage.
Yeah, so you hit her as she's like trying to talk to you, and just the force of your blow sends her flying off of Lorenzo's back 15 feet away as she like falls and rolls across the paved street.
And then I'm going to walk right back up to her with my round blade, and I'm going to use that as well. I got a 16. Does that hit?
16 does hit.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's 7 damage.
You hit her off Lorenzo, and she's currently on the ground as you come up to her with your round knife and start cutting into her. And she starts screaming on the ground. And she goes, please, please, please stop. I can help. I can tell you. But then it is going to be the last thrall's turn, and that one is currently next to Mable. It's going to make an attack on you. Got a 19 plus 6 for 25.
It's
You take 7 points of slashing damage on the first attack, and then the second got a 24. It's going to forego damage to grapple you and try to position you to bite into your neck. Lorenzo, it is your turn.
Though Lorenzo wants to destroy this little child, seeing that the leather man has got it taken care of, he is going to run over to try to help Mable. He's going to use his ability Vow of Enmity. He's going to just like, time is going to slow down, and he's going to go, Lord, I'm going to be honest. It has been a pretty embarrassing fight for me. They are using the power of the devil in this fight. Like I said, she turned into a big rat. There is a big evil cat. This is not a good look for me. So please, please help me hit this thrall, please. So now I have advantage on my attacks against this thrall, and I'm gonna start swinging.
nice.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
22 to hit,
That definitely hits.
13 radiant damage.
Mabel, you see as the vampire that's currently got you like in its hands, like pulling your neck to the side and about to take a bite, you see as its head disappears in a flash of light, and you see Lorenzo standing in front of you, like covered in blood in his holy robes, and that thrall falls to the ground. And so you all, standing amongst the quickly decaying, smoking bodies of the thralls, the only thing that you can hear now are the distant screams of the city as it is currently being attacked by the armies of the undead. But more present, you can hear the screams and pleas of the small child underneath the tanner as she goes, no, please, please, stop. I can tell you things. I didn't want to be like this. And so the tanner, you can see as she's trying to break out of your grip as you kind of got her pinned down to the ground. And you can see her face as she's looking up at you with terror and horror in her eyes.
I'm going to pull out my round blade and start kind of slowly moving it towards her neck. It's like, well, you got a lot to say, and you better say it before I'm done with you.
I can help you. I didn't want to work for Hyde. Please.
Then get to helping.
I don't know. What do you want?
What is he planning, and where can we find him?
I don't know.
Speak now.
Roll intimidation real quick. See if you can kind of cut through her panic.
That's a 10.
She goes, please, no, I don't want to die, please. But she's still kind of like panicked and just kind of writhing around in your arms. She just seems to be like panicked and frightened with the blade so close. She goes, please, I don't want to die, please.
Tanner's gonna roll his eyes and pick her up and toss her over to the others. He's gonna say, listen, I'm not good at the speaking part of this, when you need her dead, you can call me. And he's gonna sort of just turn his back on the others.
She flies through the air and kind of tumbles onto the street and rolls as her momentum starts to slow. And on the floor of the street, she looks up around her at the rest of you three, at Mable, Efrosinya, and Lorenzo. She goes, "Please, I didn't ask for this. Just please don't kill me."
Efrosinya will float over to her and sort of look at her with this weird expression, very like blank, just like staring at this girl, and say, "You did not want to be like this. What do you mean?"
No, he found me a long time ago. I was the daughter of a lord, and he came and visited, and he said that I could do great things with him and help him in his plans. And before I knew it, I felt cold and I stopped aging. The years would go by and I wouldn't get any older, I wouldn't get any taller, and I could only drink or eat blood.
You were something else.
Yes, something else. I'm sure that you could imagine, like, it being this age, there's not a whole lot of prospects. You know, once my family took notice, I couldn't stay with them, and I couldn't find work that wasn't just working in the mines or just shite jobs where they could only use the child's hands. I'm sorry, there wasn't many prospects for me besides joining up with him and carrying out his will.
Efrosina, I just want to remind you, she tried to kill us first. She was running through the streets, telling her boys to sick 'em. So, maybe we should just say another vampire dead is good. No child, no worry.
But I could help you.
She had family.
Wait. It is true. She is one of them. But there is only one way to know the truth, and that is through the Lord. And I'm going to grab my crucifix, and I'm going to, push her down, and I'm going to, hold it, to her neck.
No, please,
and
please.
I'm
Stop her!
And I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Nice.
And that's a saving throw, correct?
Yes, and the spell, it should be a 17.
So she got a 13, which I believe fails.
Yes, that does fail.
And so she's currently shrinking back away from your crucifix, and she goes, "Please, please don't hurt me."
You say you want to help. Why should we believe you?
I want to survive. If helping you is how I survive, then that is what I would like to do. I was being truthful when I say that I didn't want this and that I wasn't able to do much after I was turned. And I mean, I was sent as part of the hunting parties. He didn't trust me enough to keep me in his inner circle. And so he sent me out on the streets to hunt hunters like you. But I can still help.
What can you tell us? How can you help?
There were names. I wasn't part of his inner circle, but there were names that I heard in my time with them. You see, I was a vampire before tonight. It wasn't the party that I was turned. I was turned before that. But
how long before?
Years, decades. It's hard to keep track now at this point, but at least 30.
30 years.
You said there were names.
Yes. But I need to know that they're not going to kill me once I tell you.
We shall see. We'll see what you have, but don't focus on that right now. Just let us know what you've got, and we'll see. We get to know you. We, talk a little, get to know each other.
She looks at you with wide eyes and goes, "Don't worry about it right now. It's the only thing I can think about. Please, I don't want to die."
As you know, vampires are very dangerous. No one is safe. But if you give us information and you help us, maybe you can be safe.
But you understand that the vampires are different and each one does have the potential to make their own choices. They're not inherently bad. You know this, right?
She's just little girl.
All vampires.
She's just a little girl.
No.
She looks at you when you say no, a little confused, and goes, "But I don't understand."
She died 30 years ago. The soul of that girl is gone.
The soul of that girl is in front of us, begging for its life. Is begging.
Tell us about the names. Anything you know. Do you know where they are? Where is Hyde? How can we find him?
I can't tell you where Hyde is. I'm sorry, I don't know, but I might be able to tell you where people might be that know where to find him. If I do that, can you swear on your lord that I'll be safe?
I'm gonna put my hands on both Lorenzo and Efrosinya. So sometimes the nicest thing you can do is to say goodbye. I do not think her information is worth it. I think we should let her go and we can find another way. It's making me feel very not good having her beg for it. I think she should go to rest. She should be at peace, and we can find information some other non-yucky way.
But you know I'm telling the truth.
Is she done talking over there?
You come back over.
Who are we to say she could not be at peace?
Enough. Now, I have an important question. You bit me and my friend. Now, I have been hunting vampires for a few years now, and I do not claim to know everything. But does that mean me and him are going to be vampires?
No.
Is there any way to stop it?
No, you're not going to become vampires. I mean, I could turn you if you wanted me to, but in order for you to turn, I would need to drain you completely and then give you some of my blood. Only a little bit, though, so you can still keep your mind.
If we wanted to, why would we want to be anything like you?
She looks confused and she goes, "But I thought you had."
What? You think that we want to be like you?
What are you saying?
I thought that you had someone turn you.
What?
No, not you. Her. And she looks directly at Efrosinya. You're a vampire, aren't you?
What? No, I'm not vampire. I'm hunter.
What is she talking about?
I'm.
The thralls, they didn't like your scents, and I could smell it when I was on you earlier. But
Everyone's looking at me. I thought, why are you doing this? I was defending you, and you're trying to trick them to hate me.
No, I swear, I'm not trying to.
She cannot tell a lie.
I'm not trying to trick you. I thought that you all were different.
What?
Strange, yes, but different.
She's lying. She must be lying.
I'm going to kind of like quietly like kind of pray to myself, and I'm going to use divine sense to see if Efrosinya is a vampire.
And that's not a save, yeah?
No, it's not. It just happens.
You use divine sense, and you discover that you were so focused earlier on the stench of her cat that you completely overlooked the strong smell that comes from both this small child on the ground, but also from Efrosinya.
And Lorenzo is just gonna like look at Efrosinya, and he's going to look back at the vampire, and he's going to go, "My child, I know you are young, and I know you were used by Hyde. Do you know anything more about being a vampire? Do you know if there is a way to reverse it?"
I don't know if it's possible to reverse it. If it helps, I'll tell you right now that if there was a way that I wish I could use it, I'd like to be normal again. I'd like to see the sun and feel its warmth upon my skin, but I don't know how to do that.
Churchy. And Tanner's gonna look at Lorenzo.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's only one way to reverse this.
And Tanner is going to strike the child.
No.
Seeing Tanner do this, Mable also wants to strike the child.
Go ahead and make your attack rolls, unless anyone else is doing it.
Is there a way that I could like react? Can I like cast some sort of spell?
I mean, off the top of my head, since you are closest, I'd say that you could either throw yourself over her and essentially take the hits, or if there's anything else that you'd like to do that you can come up with, you could do that as well.
You know what? I actually, instead of like trying to cast something, I actually think I'm going to throw this vampire girl behind me.
All right, so both of you can roll your attacks.
15.
15 meets. It beats it.
And
So,
21 for me.
You can roll your damage.
4.
7.
So you take 11 points of damage, Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, she is in pain. She's suffering. Let her be with peace. Let her relax with everything it should be. She should just continue to suffer again and again. Let her be.
What do you think you're proving by protecting her, eh?
and he's. You don't think I know that she is in pain? Believe me, I hate vampires. But this girl, it was not her choice. Her youth, her innocence was taken from her. And it breaks my heart. She could have lived a long, full, godly life, or whatever life she wanted to live. But instead, no! I have seen too many people have their lives taken from them to be with the devil. And I have killed to free them. But if there is a way I can save this girl and our friend, I will do it. It is up to the Lord to decide
All
their
your
fate.
talk of saving. What makes you think this girl needs to be saved? Maybe she's fine. Maybe she's having a full life as she is.
You don't think that they don't break my heart as well? You don't think that it hurts me that people are out there turning into these things? I would much rather everyone get cured and everyone be on their merry way, but it ain't gonna happen. There's only one way out of this. She is sick. She has an illness. And no one, not even your damn God, has the cure for it. That is why we are here. We are the cure.
She is a child.
They're gonna keep hunting you. With or without me, they're going to keep hunting you. Do what you want with me, but do you have any better ideas?
Let them come. That's what we're here for anyway, right? We're here to kill the buggers.
He's got an army now. And not only that, he's got a plan. Killing his minions won't be enough. He's doing something. He's changing London. You have to know this, right? You can feel it. There's something different about this city now.
We are here to protect the people. The people who are not already turned. The people like you and the people like me.
People like you?
The people like me who are not one of them. But we're not here to mercilessly slaughter every child we come across.
So, how many people is this child going to continue to kill to feed? How many much longer? This child is minimum 40. Minimum 40 years old. And how much more people are they going to continue to slaughter so that you can save your little precious child? There is no cure as of right now. If later, no. If later on, okay, we can discuss. But if we have no prospects, no idea of what to do, then we have to focus forward, and we cannot get bogged down. And if I'm being truly honest, continuing and talking about it is going to continue to get it worse and worse.
Well, I promise I'll only eat animals, please. Or willing participants, whatever.
You can survive off animals?
It's considered slop compared to the real thing. It's not something that vampires typically like to do, but it is possible. I could help.
Keep her captive with us? You think that's better than just killing her?
It wouldn't be the only vampire you took with you.
Stop saying that. It's not true. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
Let us not get too hasty, okay? Bernard, Mable, we are a team, and we can only get through this as a team. Now, this girl says she has information. This is good. Perhaps we can use her as a spy. Know where Hyde is going to be. Know where the top vampires are. And maybe there is a way we can save her. Maybe there is a way to turn her back. I don't know if that will keep her as a child or if she will age. But if there is a way that we can save those that were turned against their will, that is something that I'm willing to figure out. And it is up to the Lord to see if that can happen.
All right, Churchy. Oh boy. This thing is your burden to bear, right? Can we all agree on that? And I'll do you one better. If that thing hurts any one of us, it'll be your Lord that is standing between me and you. You understand me?
I understand.
Now this is very unconventional for me, to put it lightly. But this is a very unconventional night. She can help us all she'd like. But when this is all through, if we haven't somehow miraculously found some cure, I would personally put her down and anyone who stands in my way. And as for you,
And Tanner's gonna turn to Efrosina.
I am gonna have my eyes on you. I didn't trust you before, because you don't seem like a hunter to me. Hell, your cat seems like more of a hunter than you do. So you need to get your shit together. And the first sign of you being one of them, then I'll treat you exactly like you are one of them.
I don't take orders from you.
I'm not telling you to take orders from me. I'm telling you that I've got my eye on you. And you better watch your fucking back.
Well, I'm telling you, you better watch how you speak to me, little man. You think you are the only person in the world fighting this fight? We are all fighting this fight. None of us have the answers. I don't know. The girl is lying. It's not possible. But just because she's lying does not mean she is evil. She is scared, and I can see why she would be. Be careful you don't lose your own humanity along the way, if you haven't already.
And we will speak of humanity once we see if we have strung her along on endless journeys just to kill her at the end. Then we'll see whose humanity is standing. I'm not against it. I'm not. I do think if there is a way, we should definitely look into it. But we will see whose conscience is breaking. If, after all of these journeys, and if she helps us, if you give us any bit of information. I don't even know your name, but the more we get to know you, we'll see how much harder it is at the end.
Oh, it's Catherine.
Okay, Catherine.
Is it okay if I stand up now?
Efrosinya is gonna extend her hand down to help her up. It's all right.
She takes it and gingerly stands up, and currently, like right now in the zone of truth, like your hands are like the bridge of like the barrier, with you kind of standing outside the zone of truth and her standing inside. And she goes, I would like to help if it means anything, even if it is for my own survival. I promise that I'll help as best I can.
It always means something.
So let's get to talking. Who knows Hyde? What's the plan? What is he doing to London?
I've only seen Hyde in passing, and after he gets done with some of his inner circle meetings. I've seen and kind of, followed two of them just because I was interested in where they were going, and I was kind of curious. At the time, I wanted to see if I could get close to him and see what I could learn from him as far as, being a vampire. But as far as I was able to learn, there are two in his inner circle that are fairly close, and they might know where he is. And even if they don't know where he is, then you can at least interrupt what they're doing. Because whatever they are doing, it's more important than just hunting down hunters within the city. It has to do with his plan, whatever it is here. One, her name was Violent Pileo. She always smelled like dogs, and I don't know. She spent some time at this kind of pound, I guess. Where like a lot of the rodents, the stray cats and dogs, where they go. The last time that they met, she had mentioned something about the full moon and the gathering of people there, I guess. I think that she was meant to do something there to help the chaos spread across London.
Sounds like as good a starting point as any.
But there's also the man who always smelled of fire and smoke and steel, Anselmo Valesh. I don't know, whatever he does, he's rich, and he works in Lord Hyde's Industries across London. There's a factory that I know that he's going to tonight. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Does anybody know when the next full moon is?
You all look up, and it is a full moon tonight.
Fuck! So there is both something happening at the pound and there is something happening at the factory. Fuck.
Are any of you afraid of dogs?
I fucking love dogs.
And my fucking terrier is gonna pull up because I sent him away during the fight. He's gonna come back. Gustav!
And I don't know if Hyde's going to be at either of these places, but there will be, hopefully, people from his inner circle. And regardless, there's sure to be plenty of vampires. I can tell that from our interactions so far that you're not meters, but either way, you're probably bound for a fight.
The moon is telling me that we should go to the kennels.
The moon is talking to you now?
You want to go to the kennels?
The moon is telling me that it feels more connected to the kennels. I think, yes, the moon is telling me that we should go to the kennels. And you kind of see Efrosinya's eyes like glaze over for a second and then like sort of come back to life. And she looks around and she goes, "Oh, did we win the fight?"
Where the hell does the forgotten Mortis pick these people up?
Do you remember our last conversation at all, or did you just forget?
Yeah, we fought. We got the girl. She gave us information. We go to the kennels. That's right. Becky Mo. Oh, that's good one, Becky Mo. Yes, yes.
Catherine goes up to you and goes, "Yes, we did win the fight."
Oh, wonderful. We have this little girl now. Oh, lovely. Well, should we go?
All right. That's fine with me. I'm more interested in the rat, so that's fine with me.
Whatever we need to do to get this over with.
Little girl, I have another question. If you kill a vampire, does that also kill all the vampires that vampire turned?
Not necessarily. If they were a thrall, then yes. But like the Hyde who turned me, if you kill him, it won't just kill me right away just because I'm a vampire in my own right. Oh. But like the creatures that you killed, if you had killed me, then yes. Which I'm very glad that you didn't. I'd just like to put that out there.
Calling to me. The moon is singing a song.
She all right?
The moon is singing a song.
It sounds like we should go to the kennel. I like this. The moon is singing when the moon hits your eye. Yes.
It's a little ways off. It's still in Whitechapel, but is that your carriage? And she points to the mess of a 2-horse carriage with only one horse and no lid.
No lid.
If that's yours, then we could potentially take it to the kennels.
Yes, that belongs to us. We're very well equipped for travel, you know. Who needs whole carriage when you have half?
Oh, okay. Can I drive? No one ever really lets me drive.
You know what? How about you sit next to me and we hold the reins together?
Okay.
She is 40 years old, so...
Yes, but no one ever lets the 10-year-old looking girl drive.
Yes, it's not a good look. You know, like we might pass by normal
It's the same
people.
time.
Well,
Do you know how hard it is for me to get a drink in a bar? Like it's a struggle. I'll tell you that.
Probably should not be, because your brain has not developed.
But you just said I'm a 40-year-old woman.
see, I don't really, other than knowing, so sorry I'm about to say this because I did save your life. The only thing I know about vampires is that they are damned beings to hell. But I thought they only drink blood. You can drink alcohol?
Yes. I mean, we can still have other things. It's just, food just kind of turns to ash in our mouths. And strangely enough, the only thing that we can drink without it turning to just this kind of tasteless slop in our mouths is liquor.
Wow, you learn something new and every
Vampires
day.
are drunk. The vampires are drunk. All of the vampires are
I
drunk.
mean, not all of us, but it's the only thing that doesn't turn to mush in our mouths. And it doesn't really give us sustenance or anything. Which, no, probably shouldn't. No, it's fine.
What? You're thirsty? Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, a little.
I'm thirsty too. I could use drink. So let's go to the kennels and, we can get the information and then we can all go out for drink or something, you know?
I like that idea.
Everyone's looking at me.
Let us just get in the carriage, let's go to the kennels and figure out what is going on.
Efrosinya will float to the carriage.
As Tanner is making his way to the carriage, he's gonna whisper to Mable,
I don't like this one bit.
I do not either, but this is our chosen crew, so I guess I will keep an extra sharp eye.
I can count on you if things go south, right?
Nothing would make me happier than for this to calm down, but yes.
Good to hear there's at least one other hunter in the group.
and Tanner's gonna get in the carriage.
Yeah, and as you guys are having this conversation, there's Catherine that is currently sitting next to Lorenzo in the front, and she's going, yeah, with one half of the reins as Lorenzo firmly holds the second half.
And Lorenzo's like, okay, let's go see the doggies.
Yeah! And the carriage starts to slowly move forward as the still solo horse in the 2-horse carriage starts to pull this topless carriage through the streets of Whitechapel and through the mists into the night.
Grazie mille for listening to The Hunt. We hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, consider checking out our website at riversofconfluence.com and our socials at Rivers of Confluence on Instagram and TikTok. Our editing and sound design is done by our very own Max Volpert. We are currently running a Kickstarter for Season 2. If you like our content, consider donating. Donate and receive rewards for contributing to our podcast. To hear more exclusive content, check out our Patreon, Rivers of Confluence, for one-shots, miniseries, and more.
Next time on The Hunt. Get down. Her existence is sad, not how she feels. I don't give a rat's ass how she feels.
I never get to do group missions. Very fun.
You are getting really snippy with you. I saved your life.
You can let her drink your blood, but do not ask again.
I am a vampire.
You gotta help me. She took me in here. I have no idea where I am.
Mabel, you coming?
Right behind you.
if this is my next mission, then I will go. But I have to say, I have no idea what I was gonna say. I'm so sorry. I lost that in the middle.
You are so in your character right now. You are so in your
mindlessly
character.
wandering.
You're being crazy.
Holy shit, that's never happened to me before.
You're too on. You're too on.
Oh my god. No, I don't remember. Anyway.